Hey, besties. Okay, so this is kind of what I've been waiting for. And I finally get to make Flora as an adult. And so basically, she aged up to a teen, and then I just skipped because I didn't feel like playing with her as a teen. So I'm just gonna make all her friends an adult, and I made Finn a teenager. We'll see that. I also do his makeover in this video. It turned out that Flora likes to be dominant, and I was like, my baby, like my pearls were clutched. Like, what do you mean? Like, it's so weird sometimes when you get really attached to a sim from birth, and then they like become an adult, and you gotta like clutch your pearls a little bit. Like, oh my god, what's going on here? But like, she's an adult now. I'm so happy. I changed out one of her traits to be mystical because I think that'd be more fitting for like the storyline that I'm kind of making here, because I'm sort of deviating from Gen 3 a little bit, because she will not be a plant sim. She will in fact be a fairy. I absolutely need to see that. So I changed one of the traits from green fiend to mystical because I think that would fit better with what I'm going for here, because I want her to be an apothecary. Like, she won't be a gardener, she will be an apothecary, because I really want to like try everything out in this pack with her. Like, I think that would be super fun for me. So yeah, I'm just sort of plugging in all the skills and like the careers from the new pack into this gen. I think it's perfect for that. And so I guess I should probably talk about like what the gen is supposed to be and like read it out. So Gen 3 is supposed to be plant sim, but it is fairy in my book. So the description reads, after growing up in a super hot, super sandy environment, you want nothing more than to live somewhere cooler, more green, close to water. And I do a little tiny little bit of building at the end. Not too much, because I still want her to live like naturally a little bit and also make her money from that. So like, she doesn't have like a big house or anything, or really any furniture, but you'll see it later. So she does live right next to a gigantic lake, so close to water is right there. And so anyway, back to the script. Okay, you find yourself moving to somewhere less than satisfactory with a lot of smog and pollution, and so you decide to do something about it. You're completely eco-conscious, doing everything in your path to be as friendly to nature as you can be, perhaps a little bit too much. So there's not a lot of smog, actually. The rating is kind of neutral right now, but we can always work to get that to be green. And that's still one of her like challenges. Okay, so let me go through everything. So aspiration is supposed to be freelance botanist, but this aspiration that I have on her is about like becoming a fairy, and I think it's like short, so we can just do that, and then we can change it later to freelance botanist. Like, she literally has like her whole life ahead of her right now. I'm sure we can do this. And so her traits are supposed to be freegan, green fiend, and loves the outdoors, but I changed green fiend to mystical because I think that just makes more sense. And then her career is supposed to be gardener, but it's going to be apothecary. Her color theme is green. She's supposed to live in Evergreen Harbor. I'm not doing that. I'm living in Indus Green. And her spouse must be an eco-conscious sim, but also must be human, because her children, well, her child, because she only gets one, has to be human. So I don't really know how that's supposed to work. What if they're not human? Like, I'm so serious. Like, what if they aren't human and she only has one? Like, you just have to be lucky, or like, do they have to like go through the steps of becoming human later? Like, I don't know. I'm so curious to see what Gen 4 is. I didn't look yet, but I'm very interested. And so her max skills need to be gardening, herbalism, and flower arranging, which I do have to keep in mind because I will forget that. But I'm also gonna add on the like apothecary skill, like whatever that skill is tied to, I think will be there. And also maybe natural living, I don't know. It depends on how easy it is to get these skills, and also how much time we have. And then her other like things to do are to have a cow plant, achieve a green eco footprint, and become a plant sim, which is become a fairy in my book. And so I think that's fun. I think it's really gonna be fun. It's gonna be very fun. And it has a bit more like structure. I feel like Gen 2 was kind of just very meh because aliens don't really have a lot to do. And I'm speaking directly to EA, looking them in the eyes as I say this. I just really need a refresh for aliens. I think Gen 2 would have been a bit more fun if I could do more. Like, if she wasn't just a green sim, that would be fun. So I think that the fairy gen should be much more interesting because of how interesting fairies are, at least from what I've seen and from the very little that I've played with. I think it should be very, very fun to like discover and play through together. And I couldn't really decide on a hair as per usual. That is not a surprise to anybody, actually. But like, I care a lot about Flora, so I really wanted her hair to match her. And she grew up with this hair. And normally I change it from like whatever the random hairstyle they get when they grow up, but like it was kind of perfect. Like I went through all my options and it was kind of perfect. Like I really like it. Like the curls weren't too like long. Like she had like shorter curls growing up, so I didn't want her to suddenly have like very loose long curls. Like that didn't make any sense. So like, yes, I think about things this seriously. Like I'm so serious about like matching curl patterns and like hairstyles. Like it's very strict over here with hair. Like it needs to be believable, which is why it usually takes me so very long to sort of find a hair that suits a sim, especially an already established sim. Like, oh, it's gonna take a long time. So I went with this one and it was great. I still really like it. Like looking back now, I really, really like it. And she's not exactly like cottagecore. Like she's not really supposed to be that. So I wanted her to be more like casual, I guess. Like casual, natural, I don't know. Like I don't think she's like a name brand girly. Like I don't think that's her. But also I don't think like, maybe she like thrifts, I don't know. I'm trying to think of like how her personality would equal like a real world aesthetic. Like I'm sure she probably goes thrifting, and she doesn't have a lot of money either. That's another thing. We're kind of in a similar boat to the Never Get Bored legacy. Like both of them are kind of gonna live off the land in a way. I don't think I want to make her like do like an off the grid thing. Like I really don't think that's what we're doing. Will she get some solar panels because like, you know, she likes the earth and she's like eco-conscious? Yes, but I don't think it'll be in the way of like no power, you know. I think she'll just get those things to help out the environment and make it like her existence less of a strain on the sim world. But like I don't think that it's like strict over there, you know. I won't be putting the lots challenge on. I do kind of want to do simple living actually, because I know Day released like a whole list on Tumblr recently about like things that they do to make the Sims more fun to play. And so like buying like a shell of a house and then furnishing it as you go, and also like the simple living trait as like a trait. So like whenever you have to cook, you have to go like grocery shopping, quote unquote. And I think that'd just be fun, a little something extra, because I've kind of been playing that way on my own and it's kind of fun. I don't know. Like it's very intentional, you know. Like, you really have to be more intentional with the cooking and stuff, and I think that's fun. And also it'd be like a challenge for her because Flora grew up with that robot right there cooking all her meals. Like she's never touched a pan in her life, so like I think it'll be interesting to see how she like fares with no cooking skill as a young adult. Like how is she going to adapt to that? I think that'll be fun, and also having to be intentional and like buy her groceries and whatnot. Like I think that'd be fun, very fun actually. And yeah, so I wanted to give her at least like super cute butterfly earrings. I wanted to sort of keep the fairy butterfly flower lily pad theme going with like all her earrings and stuff. And she never wears like too much makeup, I guess, because she is more like natural, conscious, you know, kind of similarly to that one sim that I made over Iris. I feel like they'd probably be good friends. I think like she probably uses some of her like homemade makeup products. Like it feels right to me. And I gave her like brown eyelashes for like every day, and then for formal and party I gave her like black, so like she'd be wearing mascara, so her eyelashes would be a bit more prominent. And yeah, I really love green on her. Like I've always been dressing her in green, but I really like green on her as an adult. I think it looks really, really nice. And for formal, I didn't want it to do too much. Like I didn't want to make her too dressy, because she just doesn't seem like that type of girly. So I gave her a more like casual dress, and I gave her like a purse to match her like nude colored shoes. And I really like her. I really do. Like every time I look at her, I get more attached, and it's fun. It's fun. Like I'm really excited actually. And usually I kind of have to like get myself back into like the headspace of gameplay if I've been doing casts for too long, but like I'm actually really excited to play. And it took so long because I was playing through her child years, and it was such a drag because it was normal lifespan. And I had her doing stuff, so she has like some of the natural living skill, she has some like gardening skill, and something else. Because all I did was play with her as a child and like a teen. Like if I played with her as a teen, she would have had much more skills. But like I just skipped over that. Like it'll be fine. it'll be okay. You know, we'll get there. But like I needed her to age up to a child's, and then I would figure everything else out later. Technically, like I should have made everybody like one life state up. Like I should have moved everybody up. Like technically Ash and Onyx should be like elders, but I didn't want to do that to myself. So we'll pretend that it's magic, you know, they're living a little longer. It's okay. Like I didn't want them to die. So they're adults for now. They have like, I don't know, 15 days until they're elders. And I did that for me because I did not want Onyx to die so soon. So it was the trade-off basically. But I made sure that she's a young adult, and her and Finn are like really close in age. So he was about like 3 or 4 days out from being 18 because he's a child here. So I just made him a teen, so he should be 3 to 4 days out from being a young adult soon, which makes sense because they're very close in age. And I think it's like really cute that they're like so close in age, but also how much they both look like Ash. Flora looks a lot like Ash, but I think she has Onyx's like face shape, like her alien face shape, which is kind of crazy because technically Flora has like her disguised form, and her disguised form looks a lot like Alani, like a lot like Alani, a lot. But like Flora does not look anything like Alani. She looks a lot like Ash, but I think she has Onyx's like eyes, like alien eyes shape, and then her alien face shape. But then Ash's eye color and nose, and I think his mouth too. Like her facial features are her dad down easy. And I love that they're both freckly. Like Finn and Flora are both super freckly, and I gave them like body freckles too, and I think that's fun. Like I love that. Like I have body freckles, not to like this extent, but like it's fun, you know. I never really get a chance to give my Sims freckles like this, and I really like her. And so like when I was making her, I really wanted to think about like what her spouse is gonna look like. Do I want to create a spouse for her, or like do I want to do the whole like I was about to call it Tinder. The whole Cupid's Corner thing. Like that's how Onyx found Ash, like through Cupid's Corner. Like she had like some partners before Ash, but it just did not work. So she found Ash on Cupid Corner. So I'm thinking, do I want to do that too with Flora? Because Ash was like a gallery sim that we found on Cupid's Corner. So I don't know. I don't know what I want to do actually. I mean, if you have any thoughts, let me know. I don't know if we should like make him, or because she is straight. I definitely checked. Yeah. She is straight. I kind of want to create a couple options actually. I think that would be fun, and also it gives me an excuse to be in cast. So I don't know. I think it could potentially be very interesting. I did have the urge to make a single dad, and I said that a couple days ago to some friends, but I really kind of want to do that. And so I may do something like a couple family, maybe like 3 options. I don't think 3 options is too much, you know. I don't think that's ridiculous to say. So I kind of want to do like 3 options for her, because I'm like super attached to this family. Like, you know, I'm attached because this is normal lifespan and I'm still going. Like I took an extended break from this family and I'm right back. Like I really like this family, and I feel like you guys do too. So like it works, you know, it's all coming together. I don't know. And I think Gen 3 will be exciting because like fairies being new, and I get to experience it at the same time that you guys get to experience it, and it's great. I don't know. I'm having a great time. And we haven't even started playing yet. That's the craziest part. And I've really been yapping. Like I've had a lot to yap about regarding Flora, and I literally had to play up until her like teenagehood, which then got completely skipped over. But in that time, like I got the fairy pack when she was about like 4 days out from being a teen. So actually, Titania showed up at our door, pregnant by the way. Did not know she was pregnant, but it was just a fairy knocking on our door, and I was like, "Oh, this is perfect." So I like let her talk to Flora and Onyx. Obviously, we don't want a strange fairy talking to our child without her being present. And so then they went to go like visit them, and I did give Titania a unicorn, and it's very majestic looking. I may have to give Flora a unicorn. I cannot lie. It's maybe too cool to pass up. I don't know. Like a black unicorn, I got a little excited. Not gonna lie, like thought of that, kind of exciting. I don't know. And so she rode a horse for the very first time, and it was actually crazy because when she first aged up, she got a want to be friendly with the horse, but we don't know anyone with horses. So I was like, well, this is kind of like the perfect time to give somebody a horse and let her interact with them. And yeah, so she met Mara and Titania's baby, and also the unicorn. And it was fun. I don't know, I may have to give her like a cool black unicorn once she becomes a fairy, and she has enough land. Like the lot that she's on is ginormous, like the lake is gigantic. So like I don't know, and she only has to have one child. Like she doesn't ever have to have a huge house, so that's fantastic. I'm very excited, actually super excited, because like the one child thing is just so cool, because then you get like really attached. Like Onyx was an only child. We don't see the other three. We pretend we do not see the alien triplets, actually. They didn't live with us. So like technically, yeah, she is an only child. Like I got to fully be immersed in Onyx's world because she was the only other thing aside from Alani to focus on. And I just really like that. And so the thought that I get to do that again this gen is very interesting. And so then you get to finally see Finn as a teen who will be a young adult very soon, and he's so cute, but like he looks so much like Ash, but he has Ash's eyes, but like Onyx's eye color. Like he looks so much like Ash. Like so much like him, but also different because Onyx's genes are like they're fighting a little bit. Like it's kind of difficult because you know she's green, so it's very hard to see like what exactly they have of her, but there's a little something there, you know. She's fighting back a little bit. There's something. And I love this family, I really do. It's so sweet to me, I don't know. And so I gave him a little piercing because he's almost an adult, so I think he's old enough to get a little piercing. And I also gave him earrings, and I think he's a very like chill, casual guy, you know, who's into art. He's very artsy. And so I gave them some chickens a while back, and right when we were leaving to like move Flora into the new lot in the new world, I took one of the hatchable eggs with me because I think it would be very cool to have some like chickens. You know, like she's trying to live sustainably here, okay? She can have like a tiny little chicken coop, you know, nothing too big, not too many chickens, maybe like 3, I don't know, and a little unicorn. Like that's not too much. It's me trying to convince you guys that this is not just like a remix of farm gameplay. Like it is, like please nobody look too hard. But like I'm actually really excited about it. Like one thing about it, I will find my way back to farming. Like it will somehow always end up that way. And she does have to have a garden. Like it's not crazy. Wait. Do not jump me. Like hold on, wait. She's gonna need to grow stuff, you know. She's an apothecary, like she has to have a garden. Like there's no way to not have a garden. So why not have a couple chickens running around the garden? I don't know, that sounds pretty good to me. And then a cool unicorn. I kind of miss in The Sims 3, like when you could have a unicorn, they actually had like powers and they could like bless like crops and stuff. Like they were cooler. Like unicorns in The Sims 3, they were so much cooler. And yeah, I really miss that. Now you can give them a horn and they have like a different sound. Like they sound more magical, but they don't actually do anything. They're still just kind of there in their horses, but nothing happens. But their babies are really cute. I think the babies have like a little tiny horn, and that's sweet to me. That's really cute. I really like that. And then we move very briefly into building. Nothing too much. I gave her a little tiny home because she does not need that much space. I do want her to practice like the natural living skill. And we didn't have that much money anyway, so like I had to be very particular with like what I did here. And also I am not a builder. I just want to start off by saying that. In no way, shape, or form am I a builder. I built the last house that we were in literally just now, and that was so much, and it's not even that good either, but it did the job that it needed to do, but it is not great. I am not the builder. I can decorate and I can make Sims. I cannot build. So just reduce your expectations to 0 actually. But I wanted to use a lot of the new stuff from the pack because it's like so pretty. Like the stuff is gorgeous. Like I love that. I love it so much. Like the butterfly type fairy wings in the glass. Amazing. Show stopping. Never been done before, actually.
Talented, brilliant, incredible, amazing, show-stopping, spectacular, never the same, totally unique, completely not ever been done before, unafraid to reference or not reference.
And like you can see like the lake in the background because like there's some terrain going on this lot. Like we got fancy here. Like this is nice. I never mess with the terrain. Like I'll give my Sims like ponds or whatever, but I never mess with like terrain in any way. And so like there's some slopes and stuff on this lot. Like it's very nice. It's very natural feeling, and I love it a lot. And also I really wish they would fix this stupid wisteria, bro. They made such a gorgeous item, like a gorgeous, lovely, fantastic item, and then we can't walk through the doors that you put it over. Like what? That's somebody gotta fix this. Like I can't live like this. Because I was trying to get her to go inside after this and she couldn't walk through the door. Like it just, I'm upset. Very upset. I had to use a smaller wisteria and put it like closer to the window at like the top in the roof line, and I hate that. Like please, it's so beautiful, just let me use it, please. It's so clearly meant to go over doors too. It's like, who thought about this? Like how do we fix this? Who do I call? Like it has to be fixed immediately actually. And yeah, I'm really excited to give her like a proper bedroom because the things that came with this pack are gorgeous. Like some of the best stuff I've seen. Like I'm eating it up. I'm so sorry. They did this for me. Like it's so cool. But I didn't want to use that like cracked wood type floor. I wanted to use these. They felt more like worn, but more like home-ish. And I'm just really excited. I have like tons of wallpaper. Like I am excited. Like I can't wait till she starts actually making like money, and then we can like do stuff. And just like I'm excited to play. Like I'm like really excited to like play around with this pack and see all the new things we can do. And I heard from Lil Simsy that the apothecary career is a little repetitive, which that won't be my problem, because like if we can just send her alone after a while, like I'll just do that. It's okay. I just want to see like what's new and experience it while I can, you know. It's okay. Like we don't have to go to work every single day. It's okay. But like I'm excited to see. I'm excited to see it. I'm excited to actually get to play it because I really have been holding out for Flora. Because I think it would be more special to experience a pack for the very first time with a sim that I'm attached to rather than just a random. And like the bugs that we had with like pregnancy and whatnot, they're just a lot. So I kind of got bums, but now I'm back. I'm so back actually. And so she has like a full kitchen and nothing else. Because I want her to use her natural living skill. And I put that shower in, but then I take it out later, like off camera, because I don't want her to do that. I want her to bathe in the lake so we can get that natural living skill up. And like look at this. Look at these lights, man. They're so beautiful. Like they did this for me, actually. They did this specifically for me, and I love it actually. The vibes are immaculate and I'm having a good time. And yeah, she has like one chair. Actually, she has two chairs, not too much on her, actually. She's doing better than I thought she was. And I put a little like terrain paint down just to give us a little walkway. I put a fairy house outside of her house for later. That's a secret tool that we will use later. I gave her a cute little gnome so when she becomes a fairy, she can like bring a gnome to life. And I think you can also like craft gnomes now, but I think I'll make her husband do that. Like maybe he'll have like the handiness skill and he'll do like woodworking and stuff. And we can be real like eco-conscious makers that like make our own furniture and stuff. Because I have like the mod where you can make more things from the woodworking table. And yeah, I'm excited. Gave her some flowers. Like life is just looking up. I don't know. I really like our little house with nothing in it. Like the vibes are there. We just don't have any furniture. And then the screenshots, I took some with Onyx, of course. That's like a legacy rite of passage. You have to take some photos with the previous Heir. And then I took one of her outside of her house and some of Finn. And I'm full of emotion. I'm feeling great and I'm excited to actually get playing.